Welcome to Sheikh Hamdan's Fans official channel, your premier destination for the latest updates on Sheikh Hamdan and the royal family. Today, we're thrilled to share Sheikh Hamdan's inspiring words, which will captivate your heart and motivate your soul. Money changes everything, but what's the point of having it all if you can't share it with those who matter most? As I gazed at my bank account, the numbers seemed surreal, more than I ever thought I'd see in my lifetime. It wasn't just wealth, it was freedom, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it. I wasn't going to sit on it like some greedy businessman, nor was I going to waste it on things that only satisfied me. No, this was for the people who had been there from the beginning, my fans. They had supported me through every struggle, every doubt, and every failure. Now, I wanted to return the favor, but not with empty words or half-hearted gestures. I wanted to make a real difference. I started planning, not just random giveaways or meaningless gifts, but something deeper, something that would leave a lasting impact. Maybe I'd help pay off debts, fund dreams, and change lives in ways they never imagined. The thought of it excited me more than any luxury car or designer suit ever could. That night, I sat in my quiet home, reflecting on where I came from, the struggles, the late nights, wondering if I'd ever make it. And now, here I was, with more money than I knew what to do with. Some people would say I was lucky, but I knew better. Luck had nothing to do with it. Hard work, sacrifice, and the people who supported me, that's what got me here. I picked up my phone and started scrolling through messages, reading the words of those who had been with me for years. Some of them were struggling, some were just happy to see me succeed, and others had dreams they thought would never come true. But maybe, just maybe, I could change that. The idea was simple. Give back, no strings attached, no contests, no games. Just real help for real people. I just had to figure out the best way to do it. I took a deep breath, feeling the weight of what I was about to do. It wasn't about showing off, it wasn't about proving anything. It was about giving back to the people who deserved it the most. And I was ready. The next morning, I woke up with a sense of purpose. This wasn't just a thought anymore, it was real. I had the money, and I had the will to use it for something good. Now, it was time to take action. I started by reading through messages from my fans, really paying attention to their words. Some were just simple notes of support, but others shared their struggles, their fears, and their dreams. As I delved deeper into the messages, I was met with stories that both broke my heart and inspired my soul. Single parents, working multiple jobs just to make ends meet, yet still finding a way to nurture their children's dreams. Students, drowning in debt, but refusing to let their circumstances define them. People with dreams they couldn't afford to chase, yet still holding on to hope. These were the people I wanted to help. But I didn't want to just hand out money like it was candy. I wanted to make a real impact, to change lives in meaningful ways. So, I decided to take a different approach. I set up an anonymous email account and reached out to a few individuals whose stories had touched my heart. I told them that a friend wanted to help, no strings attached, no publicity, just pure generosity. The first response came within minutes. It was from a young woman who had been working 2 jobs to keep her little brother in school. She had sacrificed her own education, her own dreams, so that he could have a better life. Her email was filled with gratitude, but I could sense the hesitation. She didn't believe it was real. I smiled to myself, understanding her skepticism. In a world where everything seemed to come with a catch, pure generosity was hard to believe. But she was about to learn that sometimes, good things happen with no strings attached. I transferred enough money to cover her brother's tuition for the next 2 years and included a small note. Your sacrifices don't go unnoticed. Now it's time for you to dream too. One down, countless more to go. I spent the next few hours doing the same thing, reaching out, helping in silence, watching lives change from behind the scenes. The more I did it, the more I realized something. This felt better than any luxury I had ever bought for myself. And yet, I wanted to do more. So, I decided to go bigger. That evening, I made a simple post online. I didn't make it flashy, I didn't make it about myself. I just said, if you're struggling, if you have a dream that money is holding you back from, tell me about it. The response was overwhelming. Thousands of messages poured in within minutes. Some were heartbreaking, others inspiring, but all of them reminded me why I was doing this. I leaned back in my chair, staring at the screen, my heart full of emotion. This was just the beginning. As I scrolled through the endless messages, my chest tightened. So many people, so many stories, each one filled with hope, pain, and struggle. I knew I couldn't help everyone, but I could help as many as possible. I decided to start small, one message at a time. One came from a father who had lost his job months ago and was barely keeping the lights on for his family. His words weren't even a plea for help, they were a desperate cry for hope. As I delved deeper into the messages, I was met with stories that both shattered my heart and ignited my soul. A father, exhausted and fearful, struggling to keep a roof over his family's head. A college student, forced to abandon her dreams of becoming a doctor due to the crippling weight of tuition fees. A single mother, working tirelessly to survive, yet too weary to dare to dream anymore. I cracked my knuckles, took a deep breath, and got to work. For the father, I covered 6 months of his rent and sent a little extra for his kids. The email was simple: take a breath, help is here. For the student, I wired enough to clear her past tuition debt and cover her next semester. Dreams are meant to be chased, not abandoned. For the mother, I paid off her most urgent bills and sent enough to give her time to rest. You are stronger than you know, but even the strong deserve a break, and that was just the beginning. As the night wore on, I kept going, helping where I could, giving without expecting anything in return. My inbox was still flooded, but instead of feeling overwhelmed, I felt something else: determination. I wasn't just throwing money around, I was changing lives. But I knew this wasn't sustainable forever. If I really wanted to make an impact, If I really wanted to make an impact, I had to think bigger. I needed a plan that would outlast me, a legacy that would continue to inspire and uplift long after I was gone. That's when the idea hit me: what if I could create something bigger? A foundation, maybe, or a movement. A way to ensure that this help kept flowing, even when I wasn't around to personally oversee it. The thoughts sent a rush of excitement through me. I had started this as a way to give back, but now it was turning into something more, something unstoppable. Life is all about moments, some of which come and go without leaving a trace. But others are meant to be remembered forever. And what I'm about to do will be one of those unforgettable moments. I have been blessed in ways I never thought possible, and now it's time for me to pay it forward. The question is, where do I start? The answer is simple: with a dream, a vision, and a determination to make it happen. The world is full of possibilities, and I'm ready to explore them, one moment at a time. As I stand at the threshold of this new chapter, I'm overwhelmed with emotion. I'm humbled, grateful, and excited all at once. I know that none of this would have been possible without your unwavering support, your unrelenting enthusiasm, and your unconditional love. That's why I'm making this move, not for me, but for you. Because you deserve it. Because you've earned it. And because this is just the beginning. I know that many of you have dreams, hopes, and goals that seem impossible to reach. Some of you are waiting for a break, waiting for a sign that things can change. Well, let me tell you something. Sometimes that sign comes when you least expect it. And sometimes that sign is right in front of you. Today, I want to be that sign for you. Today, I want to be the reason you smile, the reason you believe that good things still happen, the reason you feel seen, heard, and appreciated. Get ready, because something big is coming. I'm not just talking about an announcement, I'm talking about a moment that will leave a mark. Something that will make history. What I have planned is beyond anything I've ever done before. It's not just a thank you, it's a celebration of everything we've built together. Together, I want you to imagine a moment where everything changes. A moment where you realize that being here, supporting, believing, and never giving up was all worth it. That moment is coming sooner than you think. And when it happens, I want you to be ready. I want you to be here, fully present, fully aware, and fully excited. Because this is not just another day, not just another moment, this is the moment. The road to this point hasn't been easy. There have been struggles, setbacks, and challenges. But through it all, one thing has remained the same: you. You've been here, and that's why this is happening. So, get ready, because in just a little while, everything is going to change. This is not a drill, this is not a test, this is real, and it's happening. I hope you feel the excitement in my words, because I promise you, what's coming will be bigger than anything you've ever seen before. It's not just about me anymore, it's about us. It's about what we've created, what we've built, and what we will continue to build together. Now, here's what you need to do: stay alert, stay connected, and make sure you're here when the moment arrives. Because when it does, you will not want to miss it. This is going to be one of the greatest things I've ever done, and you, yes, you, are a part of it. I've seen the love, the support, and the dedication. I've felt the energy. I've witnessed the impact of this incredible community. And now, it's time to give that energy back in a way that will leave everyone speechless. I need you to trust me when I say this. This is only the beginning. What's coming next is something that will be talked about for a long, long time. I'm doing this for you, because you've been there for me, because you matter, and because you deserve it. So, stay ready. The countdown has begun. The moment is approaching, and when it arrives, it will be a moment unlike any other. I can barely contain my excitement. Get ready, because history is about to be made.